Hey, I'm Cece Summers, and welcome back to Lurking for Love, the game show where the rules are made up and the stalking does not matter. Last we left off with dear Jacob. We were waiting out a storm. He asked us to come inside, and we agreed to do that, even though we knew that there was like 14 different kind of locks on his front door, including one that we ourselves cannot get into or open without a key that he keeps on his person. Because we make really good decisions. That's been proven historically. Okay, let's go inside his house. I step inside of my neighbor's house, making sure to wipe my shoes on the floor mat. Another lightning strike flashes from the window. It nearly touched the ground. Geez, I haven't had brutal weather like this in quite a while. But whenever we get storms, I like to cook up something that tastes extra good on a cold, wet day like this one. The fuck does that mean? Something does smell good. Something sweet. I was preparing some homemade chocolate chip cookies. I don't trust it. I do not trust it. If you want, you can come help me in the kitchen. Sounds way better than doing nothing. Hard pass. Hard pass. If somebody said you can choose between helping me bake cookies or do nothing, I'd rather do nothing. Great, then let's get cooking. Okay. Here's where the magic happens. Well, some of it. I actually have everything I need out already. This phase. The oven is still preheating. Before we start, let's wash our hands. Good place to start. After washing our hands, I stand next to the counter with the ingredients spread out. Okay, Cece, you can start mixing the ingredients together. I'm gonna chop up the chocolate. You're chopping chocolate? Yeah, I'm not using regular chocolate chips from the store. I like to get a big chocolate bar and cut it into small cubes. Why? It just sounds like creating extra work for yourself. I guess these are chocolate chunk cookies. Oh. Jacob hands me a bowl and spoon. I pour the flour, baking powder, and baking soda together. The blonde man opens a drawer and pulls out a kitchen knife. He starts chopping away at the large candy bar. Little chunks of chocolate piled up on his cutting board. The sugary fragrance of the chocolate was already tempting me. I guess cookies will be my breakfast for today. So when does the weird shit start? Like, I can't tell what I'm more disturbed by. The game that says, hey man, this person's gonna rock your shit, and then they immediately just start rocking your shit, and you're like, all right, that's disturbing. Or the game that says, hey man, this guy's gonna rock your shit, and then he just doesn't, and now you're baking cookies with him in his kitchen with breakfast, and it's been like a week or two since you were first introduced to this character at the beginning of the game, but you've obviously known him for longer, and nothing weird has happened. That's also kind of disturbing. Like, shit, my guy, just tase me, bro. Let's get this over with. So, on the topic of cookies, do you have a favorite dessert, Cece? A dessert? Well, I do like... Of those three choices, I'd say chocolate chip cookies. I really like Little Debbie snacks. like zebra cakes or Swiss rolls. I also like Nutty Buddies. You know, stuff like that. My favorite kind of cake is chocolate cake with chocolate icing, not vanilla cake. So chocolate chip cookies. I actually love chocolate chip cookies. I'm really looking forward to how these taste. That's great to hear, Cece. I hope you like my recipe then. It's just a pinch of salt and a dash of sleeping pills. Just like the salmon, and I love the salmon. I stir the remaining ingredients into the bowl. Butter, vanilla extract, brown sugar, and regular sugar, salt, and some eggs. Everything is beginning to form into a light brown dough. Now all we have left is to add the chocolate. Jacob takes his knife and sweeps the chunks into the bowl. I stir it briskly, making sure the bits mix evenly within the dough. Well, that's fucking why. It just wasn't clean. Good job, Cece. Looks like the oven is ready too. I'll start setting up the baking tray. Thanks, Jacob. I'm great at stirring. I can stir a mean bowl. Don't ask me to wash it, though. I will not be washing anything. Absolutely not. Like, you've already dragged me into this kitchen to bake your cookies. I'm not then gonna wash your dishes. I set the bowl back on the counter and noticed something. Somehow, Jacob got a bit of chocolate on his face. Ah! It's small, but it's there. Oh, we can just set up this really sweet rom-com moment with him. And it's just, it should be a really sweet moment, like, oh, but it's just weirding me out more and more and more because I'm like, it's like in a horror movie when the music is building and building and the anticipation is just like, oh, just get the jump scare over with already. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Just do it already so I can just get the scare over with and move on with my life. And it won't jump scare. Just do the weenie jump scare and get it over with so I can get this anticipation out of my system. Jacob, stay still for a second. Huh? I wipe off the bit of chocolate from his face with my thumb. I bring my thumb to my mouth. That's some good chocolate. Oh, thank you, Cece. Aw. Jacob rolls pieces of dough into little balls to fit onto the tray. He then places it into the oven. Okie dokie, now we just gotta wait a few minutes. Well, more than a few minutes. Little, I would hope. Thank you for being my sous chef, Cece. I know these cookies are gonna taste even better with your help. Sprinkled a little bit of love and fear. No problem, I can't wait to try out the cookies. The steady pattern of rain on the rooftops is not stopping. Thunder is still rumbling above us. So, what should we do while we wait? Yeah, what should we do? You know, I have a great suggestion. Why don't you show me the secret other cameras that you have that are conveniently being used for something? Why don't we look at that? Why don't you show me what's on there? What's all that about? Let's discuss that. Let's review that footage. Well, before you got here, I was actually doing a bit of scrapbooking. Just reorganizing a few things around. A scrapbook of... His eyes start to look behind me. I ordered some new camera lenses, and I know they're completely ruined by Austin. Thankfully, the place I ordered them from accepted damaged returns from poor handling, so at least I'm not at a loss. I'll just have to wait a little longer before I can test out these lenses. It's for my cameras. Yeah. What makes these lenses so special? The lenses I ordered are called zoom lenses. God damn it. The zoom lens lets me see something really far away. It's perfect for long distance sightseeing. Oh, neat! Is there something specific you want to use your zoom lens for? Yeah, Jacob, what specifically are you looking at? Maybe for taking pictures of birds, some large wild animals, and smaller fellas too. With a zoom lens, I can pretty much take pictures of anything. Nothing can get out of my sight. What is this phase? Oh my god! Ugh! Is this where it happens? Is this going to be the jump scare moment? And then I can calm down and be like, okay, I'm back in familiar territory. I'm not used to these fuckers being nice to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's not computing in my brain. I'm confused. Just stab me and get it over with. Wow, this storm really ain't calming down. Anyways, I want to take some photographs of a few landscapes and other nature scenery. If you ever want to get into photography, let me know. I'll even let you borrow some of my cameras. Thanks, Jacob. That's nice of you to offer. Why does he have so many cameras? How many do you need to be a professional photographer? Like, genuinely asking. Because I only ever see, like, photographers with one type of camera. Maybe two. How many do you need? I'm gonna go check on the cookies. Feel free to take a seat on the couch. I sit myself on his comfy couch and notice an open book on the table. There were a few Polaroid photographs strewn about. A lot of these show a much younger Jacob. Good news, the cookies are done. He sits next to me with a hot plate of fresh cookies. Oh man, this looks so good. Go ahead, Cece, take the first piece. I need you to test it first. I need you to tell me if it's poison or not. It's just, whatever piece I pick up, I need you to take a bite and make sure I don't die. I take a big cookie from the top of the stack and bite into it. The cookie was soft and moist. The warm chocolate practically melted into my mouth. Jacob, these are the best damn cookies I've ever had. I'm glad you Jacob, I need this recipe. Please. My neighbor seemed flattered and chuckles at my over-exaggerated desperation. Okay. Here, I'll write it down real quick for you. After handing me his best goddamn cookies in the world recipe, my attention goes back to the table. We couldn't do like a handwriting analysis there. Just look at the handwriting and be like, this looks suspiciously like the handwriting of the person who drew me a swordfish and then dropped it off in the middle of my goddamn living room. Jacob grabs a cookie and flips through some of the pages of the scrapbook. I notice some of these pictures have you as a teenager. Yup, the scrapbook is specifically dedicated to my high school years. I found a few old pictures in one of the boxes while I was cleaning last week. Decided today was a good time to organize things. Jacob takes a big bite out of his cookie. I pick up one of the Polaroids off the table. That's a picture of my dad when he took us to Louisiana one summer. Little puppy. Some of the best crawfish and gumbo you'll ever have is in Louisiana. I found that eating the crawfish with your bare hands makes you feel like a raccoon. Okay. Fun fact about me. I don't like raccoons. They freak me out. And the reason specifically is because of their tiny little hands. They have little leathery people hands. It's like tiny little shriveled hands in leather gloves, and they freak me out, and it freaks me out when they grab shit and they just look like little people hands. It freaks me out. I don't like them. If they had regular paws, like they look like they should have paws. They look like they should have regular little paws. If they had paws, it wouldn't be as weird. I would think they're adorable. But they have hands, and it freaks me out. Like possums, love possums because they just look like giant rats, and rats have hands, and I get that. That makes sense in my brain. But a raccoon does not look like it's supposed to have claws. It looks like it's supposed to have paws, and I know there's a type of raccoon that has paws. And that one's cute. That's what it should look like. Not the leather hands monstrosities that you see here. If you are deciding to just immediately unsubscribe because of that, just know I understand. And thanks for hanging around this long. Well, to me at least. The dog in the photo looks really cute. Was this your dog? Yeah, her name is Lucy. My dad got me her as a birthday gift when I was a kid. Lucy is a very cute dog. She looks like a Labrador. Yep, she's a Labrador Retriever. Very friendly dog. I miss her a lot. He took another bite out of his cookie. What's going on with Lucy? What happened? Jacob stopped chewing to focus on his words. She was taken from me. I hear sniffling coming from Jacob. I should probably switch the subject to something else. I'm really sorry to hear that, Jacob. But it's good you have photos of good memories here. That was so ominous. What the fuck did he mean she was taken from him? Sounds like some fucking John Wick shit. Did he just go off and start murdering people, get his damn dog? What got you into scrapbooking? The man wipes the side of his face with his flannel sleeve. Well, when I got into photography, I had most of my photos tucked away inside of envelopes and boxes. I wanted to start properly archiving them, so I started scrapbooking. It's relaxing. I picked up another photograph from the table. County Fair. Aw, this one is cute. What's the story here? Don't think I don't notice. Don't think that I don't notice this game. I see you. You're just trying to lull me into a false sense of security. I can see what you're doing, and it's having the opposite effect on me. I'm just becoming more hypervigilant, more aware, more terrified about what's about to happen to me. So is this like his first high school girlfriend? Jacob takes a quick glance at the photo. Ah, that's me and Sarah at the county fair. We were both sophomores in high school. Was she one of your friends? Yeah, we were friends since we were in kindergarten. There was a long, drawn-out pause during the conversation. Jacob just continued nibbling away at the rest of his cookie. So, what happened? What happened is we stopped being friends in senior year of high school. That's all. The tone in his voice became harsh. He grabs another cookie, this time nearly shoving the whole thing into his mouth. I'll take that as a hint to move on. I've been really knocking it out of the park with these conversation topics. I'm crushing it. We're having great conversation. The endless drops of rain and occasional rumble of thunder was the only sound between us. I keep my eyes on the photo a little longer. They look so happy together. Imagining childhood friends separating on the last year of high school sounds painful. There's a Polaroid sticking out loosely from one of the scrapbook pages. The photograph was dark and somewhat grainy. All I can make out is a street with someone's back facing the camera. Jacob, what's this one? He looks at the picture I was holding, then takes it out of my hand. It's nothing special. This picture was just for an old class assignment. My photography class let us take pictures of different categories. This one was for street photography. Street photography is capturing everyday life events, usually within a city or town. I like taking pictures of people walking, just going around the town, minding their own business. I sneak a view of the photograph again. I mean, it did kind of look like Sarah's hair, right? Like Sarah was a brunette. That's literally all I have for my speculation. Doesn't matter if it is. It's just some street photography. Caught her one day in town and decided to snap a few photos for my assignment. Nothing more. I'm not accusing you of nothing, I'm just asking. Just a question. Just trying to make friendly conversation. Failing at it miserably. This one actually needs to be put in a different scrapbook. He slides the Polaroid into his pants pocket. I think I'll continue my scrapbooking a little later. It can get pretty messy having a bunch of pictures all out at once. You can keep looking if you want. I flip through the remaining pages of his scrapbook. Even though it's sectioned off by year, there doesn't seem to be any photos from his senior year. I'm guessing this has to do with Jacob and Sarah cutting ties with each other. So, Jacob, did you have any other friends in school? Yeah, I did. Monty, Steve, and Kenny. The last time they all talked to me was when prom was happening. None of us had dates, but all our moms forced us to go to prom anyways. We were all going to hang out together, but I ended up leaving the prom early. I couldn't bear to see her anymore. The man next to me takes in a deep breath. I've always wanted to slow dance. Never even got the chance to do that. Aww. I can't tell if being nice to him is going to make things easier or harder for us in the long run. You what? Do you hear that music? If you want, I can slow dance with you. It's pretty easy. He just sits there, wide-eyed, still in shock by my offer. You want to slow dance with me? Right now? Yeah, why not? I know it won't be the same as a prom slow dance, but if it's something you want to try, I'm down. Jacob immediately gets up from his spot and slides out a box from under the coffee table. He pulls out a record. There's a lot of ballads and love songs I like from the 1950s. This is one of my favorites. If we're gonna slow dance, I've always wanted to try it to this song. It's a catchy and soft tune with some tender-sounding lyrics to follow. I get up from my spot and stand in front of Jacob. Okay, put one of your hands on my shoulder and place your other hand around my back. Oh my god, what is happening? Like this? Yeah, just loosen your grip a bit. You're giving my shoulder a death squeeze. Oops, sorry, I'm still a bit nervous. That's okay. Now you want to gently sway your body side to side. Jacob follows my lead, and his once tense grip started to relax. You're doing good, Jacob. Thanks. I take a step off to the side, guiding his body with mine. We slowly twirl around the floor in each other's hold. He swallowed hard, and his breathing seemed to quicken. You dance better than my prom date. Why are you still nervous, my guy? It's not me you have to worry about. Like, I'm cool. I'm Gucci. I will not be drugging you with salmon. That's okay, but you're getting the hang of it pretty fast. Just take in a deep breath with me. Breathe in. Now breathe out. Jacob inhaled slowly, repeating my same action. His whole body shivered as he exhaled. Better? Yeah, thanks, Cece. You're a good dance teacher. Thanks. It's nothing really. Keep at it though. You've got some nice footwork. As you sway. Side to side. The more we swayed, it seemed the closer our bodies got. His body is incredibly warm. Hey, Cece, there's actually something I've been wanting to tell you. Whoa, what happened? Looks like we got a power outage. Don't worry though, I have some flashlights nearby. I'll be right back, just stay here, okay? I can somewhat make out Jacob's silhouette as he descends deeper into the pitch black room. I can't see a thing in the dark, and the storm clouds outside are muting any source of natural light. Regardless, I stay put. Hey, do you need help finding the flashlights? Is this it? Is this the moment? Is this the moment? Oh my god, this is it. This is the moment. No response. What's taking Jacob so long? He's getting supplies to kidnap us. He's getting the rope. He's getting the tape. He's getting the pipe with which he is going to bonk us over the head with and knock us unconscious. Takes a second to gather these things. Don't be impatient. I mean, it seems like my only option is to stay here. Maybe he needs help. I don't want to go too far, though. Maybe something around here can help. I wave my arms in front of me, feeling for my surroundings. Jacob? Did you find the flashlights? Jacob? Are you there? I only hear my own voice within the room. I'm not imagining things, right? Jacob? Hello? Is there someone else inside the house? No, impossible. This guy's got locks all over his door. It's nothing. My imagination is just making me hallucinate these sounds. Right? Is something smelling me? Ah! What the hell? Jacob, is that you? I think it's time to panic. Hello, can anyone hear me? Help! No. No! I hated that. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I knew it was coming. I knew that was the moment. I knew it was. And I still hated it. I hated it. No. Okay, so I kind of want to play through and just do all the blow off options. You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, dude, Jacob, fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to go in your house. I'm not coming in for the thunderstorm. I'm not going to get trapped in this fucking death house you have set up. And it's especially bullshit because he's like, hey, I'm interested in you and I have feelings for you. And it seems like I'm reciprocating, you know, I'm slow dancing with him, baking cookies, we're hanging out, we're chilling. I'm asking about his life, like I'm showing interest. Why do you have to kidnap me? That was not necessary. That was not needed. Okay, so Jacob is at the door. We're going to check the little peephole. What's up, Jacob? Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, well, it's fine. Okay, bye! Bye, Jacob. He stares at me, still lingering by the doorway. You're welcome, Cece. See you around. Okay, bye. We're not going to talk to him at the meat market. I think I'll leave him be. He looks focused on that fish fillet. I grab a few more items and prepare for checkout. I pay for my groceries, pack them into my car, and drive home. Okay, so we have no date. After putting my groceries away, I leave out the ingredients I need to make myself some dinner. I'm gonna make a nice classic tonight. Spaghetti and meatballs. Dude, I fucking love spaghetti. I wash my hands and get ready to cook. I add my favorite seasonings to the meat and roll them into decently sized balls. Heh, balls. Now I just gotta wait until they're done baking in the oven. After boiling the pasta, the meatballs are done and ready to be added to the sauce. I make myself a plate and look outside my kitchen window. Wow, it's already dark out. This feels like a good time to put on a scary movie. Yes. Yep. Yeah. By yourself. In the dark. 10 out of 10. I sit myself down and turn on the TV. Searching through my streaming service, I find a horror film that catches my eye. Let's see here. Return of the Rat People. Sounds interesting, if not a little cheesy. Little cheesy. I put on the film and start chowing down on my spaghetti. Just don't get it on your sweater already. Looks like the plot is about a laboratory that secretly experimented on people. The test subjects are injected with rat DNA and are turned into angry rodent mutants. The masks they used for the actors are actually pretty detailed. For a 1950s B movie, it's actually not that bad. What was that? I can't tell if it's just my imagination or... I don't like either of these options. I don't... Okay, let's go be brave. Let's go be brave, boys. Check it out. I get up from my spot, bringing my phone with me as a flashlight. I shine my light outside where I stood. Hello? Nothing. I look around a bit more to the yard next to me. It's darker over here. My neighbor's porch light must be broken. It's probably just the raccoons. They're fucking devious, dude. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I really don't see anything else out here other than the trees and fences. I grab my plate and make my way toward the kitchen. Oh, I regret everything. I regret everything. No. Oh, he's in the house. This gives me the willies. Oh. I put my dish into the sink and turn on the water. Rinsing the sauce off my plate makes it easier to wash later. Oh, I can't stop looking at him. Then I make my way upstairs to my bedroom. As I tuck myself in, it was hard to close my eyes. Maybe I should take a break from horror movies for a while. That's it? He didn't kidnap me? Okay. You know what, Jacob? I'm fine. Quit coming in my house. As much as I'm glad Jacob stepped in, I wasn't scared of Austin or anything. He's just an annoying weirdo. Plus, I'd feel bad if I got neighbors involved with my own problems. That guy was just a fuckboy. I don't think he'll do anything too brash, though. But how can you be so sure he was too close to you? What if he grabs you next time? Or tries to... Jacob, I know you're concerned, but I can handle a lot that comes my way, okay? He stays quiet. All right. Okay, Jacob, see you later. He's not happy. Stop taking pictures of me, bitch. Hey, get wrecked. Look, Austin, I just want to get my dinner and go home. I am not in the mood to talk right now. Wow, that's cold. Oh, fuck off. But hey, I get it. You're just moody because you're hungry. And I'm also, on my period and knee-deep in hysteria and womanly woes, so... You said you're getting pork, right? Heh. Do you like pork sausage, too? I'm leaving this plane of existence. If you ever want to come over to my place for dinner, I can show you a real good pork sausage. Ugh. I can show you one even better. Mine. This fucking pervert. I'm not going to answer any of his dumb questions anymore. Okay. Fucking whatever. Give me your number, and I want to trash it. And fuck your friend request. We're not going to be friends. I know it'll be a little awkward to ignore my next door neighbor's friend request, but I only want to accept people I'm actually close to. I'm already a little weirded out by him going through so many of my posts. I press the ignore friend request button. I go through my inbox and delete over 50 Jacob Alden liked your post notifications. Jesus. This guy needs to chill a bit, honestly, though. Before I log off for the night, I still gotta print something for my job. I open up my work document. Yes, we have to print it. We got the love letter. I'm good, man. I know what I need already, but thanks, Jacob. Let me help you. It's my job, after all. Whoa. And then he comes back with printer ink? Got the ink you wanted? I didn't even tell you I needed ink. I didn't even tell you what I needed. Okay. Boy. Oh, I didn't answer this last time. Okay, I think I'm going to answer it this time and see who's on the other end. I press the green button. Hello? No response. Hello? Still no response, but it sounds like someone is breathing on the other end. This is weird. I think you've got the wrong number. Bye now. Okay, let's see what happens if we do the fun option. Is this the Krusty Krab? I could have sworn I heard somebody chuckling softly on the other end. No, this is Patrick. The caller's voice was masculine, but it was in a low whisper. Nice of you to pick up, sweetheart. Sweetheart? Who is this? Hey, buddy, you better speak up before I find you and kick your ass. I'd like to see you try, darling. Before I could speak, they hang up. That fucking Jack. The only person I know that calls me sweetheart or darling is Jack. The J-A-K. Jack. The Jack from Lover's Trophy. The Jack from Courtin' Cowboys. The Jack from my fucking nightmares. Perhaps it's better to just not answer random phone calls. What a weirdo. I can agree with that. No, we are not going into your house, sir. I know the storm is bad, but my house is literally next to his. I should go and take cover at my own home. Don't worry, Jacob, I'll be okay. See you later. I take a few steps back into the rain. Cece, wait! A crashing burst of energy sends shockwaves through my entire body. There was pain shooting through every single nerve until eventually everything went numb. What? Fuck off. I did not just get Hit with a bolt of lightning. God damn it. Ugh. So I'm going to do all like the nice options because I did some that were like super into it and some that were like not into it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to see what happens if I do the ones that are like all the way super into it. See if that changes anything. And then if it doesn't, I can always just get struck by lightning. That seemed to work out pretty well for me. Okay, so last time he invited us over to his house, right, to eat the salmon. And then we did, and then we were drugged and we knocked unconscious, and then he made us breakfast at 4 o'clock in the morning. And we were like, no, I don't want 4 o'clock in the morning breakfast. I need to bounce. So this time I was like, it'd probably be better for us to just eat the breakfast. I took a few bites of my toast. It's crispy and buttery. Jacob cuts into his eggs and dips his toast into the yolk. It felt a little awkward only hearing each other's loud crunching in between bites. Let's just get to know him. So, Jacob, you got any hobbies? I see a fish tank in the corner of your room over there. He nearly jolts up from his seat in response. Yeah, I really like fish keeping. Cool. What got you into fish keeping? Well, I used to go fishing a lot with my dad. I remember being upset about how I couldn't keep the fish I caught. Then he introduced me to fish keeping. It's a nice little thing, decorating the tank and choosing what kinds of fish you want. They like to follow your finger too, or when I talk to them, they'll follow my voice. Sometimes I'll watch them swim around for hours. He takes a large bite out of his toast. Do you have a favorite fish? Salmon is my number one, both in taste and in looks. Sockeye salmon even has my favorite colors together, red and green. Yeah, salmon's pretty cool. Mind if I look at your tank? Go ahead. Ah, the little shark and the little SpongeBob. Ah, I guess that's why he giggled. Okay. I can't help but squint as my eyes adjusted to the bright red lighting of the tank. The enclosure itself was neatly decorated with an array of aquatic plants and little caverns for fish to hide in. There also appears to be a few pieces of decor that reference various TV shows and movies. Do you have a favorite fish in this tank? I usually try not to play favorites when it comes to my pets, but I like that Plecostomus. I'm gonna go with Plecostomus. Wait, which one? The big black fish that sucks on the glass. They're also known as plecos. His name is Captain. He keeps the tank clean. He is a good boy, and I like him very much. Hello, Captain. The fish stares blankly at its surroundings. He's in his own little world. I like how the plecos look, and how helpful they are at keeping algae low. You can also feed them pieces of cucumber. It's fun watching them eat. Oh, I didn't know that. They're also bottom feeders, which means they can actually eat more than just plants, like dead fish. Plecos can kill if they want to, but I make sure Captain is well fed so he doesn't attack the other fish. There's also the angelfish. Despite their name, they can actually be pretty aggressive. I only keep a few of them so they don't fight. They usually start fighting with each other when they want a partner for themselves. Can't say I blame them. I sit back down and finish the remaining pieces of food on my plate. Hope you enjoyed the little fish tour. Yeah, your fish are pretty neat. Thanks. Sometimes I show off my fish tank on fish keeping forums, but showing somebody my hobby in person feels so much more special. It means a lot to me, Cece. I'm sure it fucking does, Jacob. And how do you repay me? How do you repay me for my interest and kindness? By fucking kidnapping me in the middle of a goddamn thunderstorm. As he finishes his breakfast, he takes both our plates back to his kitchen. I should start heading back home now. Thanks again for the movie night and the breakfast. I still feel bad for sleeping here on accident. Don't worry about it, Cece. You're always welcomed here whenever. I make my way towards his front door to leave, but he has 14 kabillion locks? Yeah. I got settled down in bed. My mind begins to wander. Something about my neighbor does feel off. Who needs that many locks on a door? But I guess I can't blame him. I've heard some people going missing in this area. Yeah. Go to sleep. Okay, last time we asked him if he was taking pictures of us. So this time I'm going to say, what are you taking pictures of? Because it's less accusational and more like, I'm interested in what you're doing. Wow. Kidnap me. Oh, just the fountain here. Also some of the surrounding scenery. He looks down at his camera. So, Jacob, are you some kind of photographer? Yep. It started out as a hobby during high school, and eventually it became a nice side job for me. I love what I do. That's good to hear. Do you have any favorite pictures you've taken lately? Yeah, but since I'm using a film camera, the pictures have to be physically developed to view them. It does take some work, but the process is worth it. The results look phenomenal. Jacob fiddles with his camera strap for a bit and keeps one hand on his lens. The other hand looks ready to press a button. Hey, Cece, would you like to be a model for me? All you have to do is strike a couple of poses. I need some new material for my portfolio. See, that's exactly what I said. He just wants to take pictures for his professional portfolio that he'll be turning in for future job opportunities. That's it. That's all. We're fine. It's fine. We're all good. Sure. I would love nothing more. Sounds like fun. Do you have any particular poses you want me to try? Anything that makes you comfortable. None of it. None of this makes me comfortable. I try pulling off some simple poses like peace signs with my hands and sitting at the fountain. I give some smiles and a few stoic looks. The constant shuddering from Jacob's camera tells me he's really into this. Yes, just like that. That's my pose. I tried out some other poses, a few of which were from anime shows I've watched. I see his expression change to a smirk. I wonder if he got my references. You know, Cece, I don't know if anyone's told you this before, but you're really photogenic. You're right, no one has told me that. Thanks, Jacob. Photogenic? It means you naturally look great in photographs. I could feel my face blushing. That is untrue. That's really sweet of you to say. Jacob flips his camera to its side and holds down a button on the bottom. His other hand flicks up a tab from the top of the camera and begins turning a knob. Looks like I've used up my roll of film. I look forward to developing these later. Thank you for being my model, Cece. You got it, Jacob. So excited to see the non-nefarious purposes you're going to use these photos for. And I'm excited to see what absolutely normal scrapbook this is going to be put in. I know it's not going to be full of past victims. It's going to be full of consenting models that were adequately paid for their time in some way or another, and then you move on and you don't talk to each other anymore. It's no problem, Jacob. I'm happy I could help. Can't wait to see how your photos turn out. Do you have a website I could view them on? Or maybe make some physical copies? I'd love to own a few. Actually, these are, they're for a private portfolio. I feel taken aback. Private? Yeah, my private portfolio is meant for, like, showing it to professional companies and stuff. If I post my best work publicly, people might steal my work, you know? Good save. I suppose that makes sense. Oh, okay then. Well, good luck with your portfolio. I'll see you around. I don't see why I couldn't have physical copies anyways. Like, it's not like I'm posting them anywhere. It's just for me. Fine! Okay, so talking about Lucy made him cry. Who took the photo? My mom took the photograph using my Polaroid camera. I don't have that many photos of her. She never really wanted to be in any of them. We really didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. About a month after I graduated high school, I packed my things and left her house. Haven't talked to her since. It's awfully suspicious. So maybe we don't mention Sarah, because then he got all defensive. So who's that? Not sure. It's been a while since I've looked through my old portfolio stuff from high school. This one actually needs to be put in a different scrapbook. Sure. Okay. Okay, so maybe we ask him what song he would slow dance to? My neighbor gets up from his spot and slides out a box from under the coffee table. The box is full of music records. He files through them and pulls one out of its casing, carefully placing it onto his record player. There's a lot of ballads and love songs I like from the 1950s. This is one of my favorites. It was catchy and soft tune, with some tender-sounding lyrics to follow. I can hear Jacob mumbling the lyrics to himself. You're my sunshine on a cloudy day, kisses so sweet and tender. Loving you is my job, baby. It was pretty endearing. You know, you've got a good voice, Jacob. I do? Shucks, Cece, you're just saying that. I ain't much of a singer. I mean it, you're actually pretty good at singing. I can see Jacob's face turning redder by the second. Hey, Cece, would it be okay if, I could hear you sing too? Aw, I mean, I'll try. I can sing. I can sing pretty good. I can shamelessly plug my Spotify page and let you know that I have some songs that I sung, and they're mine, and I made them on Spotify and all the other streaming services. So if you wanted to check them out, the link is going to be in the description. If you just wanted to go and check that out a little bit, just so you know, I think you would like them. I'll try. I think of a song from the top of my head. Maybe something from Bewitched Blood? I clear my throat. I am reborn from the depths of hell. Nothing can save you from me. I am your destruction. Say your prayers as your gaze meets the sky. Oh my god. I knew you were good at singing. Duh. Oh, thanks. For a moment, I thought the lyrics of my scream at the end would freak him out. Seriously, you've got some strong vocal cords. Ever thought about becoming a singer? Oh gosh, I don't know about that. If you ever do, just know I'll be your #1 fan. Oh, and then the lights went out. And then, okay. So I am super excited for the full game. Really excited. It kept me on the edge of my seat. It actually had those genuinely just moments, like seeing him lurking in the doorway, or the little eye peeping at you from the door. And then of course the end, he's looking at you like that. And I'm excited. I like the ones, I like the horror aspect of it, a lot of these have the gore and all of that, and that's fine, it's entertaining, but I really like the build up, the stalking, the being in your house, the shampoo missing, and then you just start to notice the little things and it starts building up more and more. I fucking love that kind of stuff. So this seems like it's going to be so cool, and I'm really, really excited to try out the main game. I was looking, I didn't see any kind of place to donate for the development. So if there is one and I missed it, let me know, so we can just start throwing money at this thing until it's made. Anyways, seems the moral of the story is don't eat salmon unless you prepared it yourself. And if there is a lightning storm and you see somebody kicking your neighbor's package to their front door, suck, bro, I'm staying in my house. Please remember that padlocks on your front door are a fire hazard. And I will see you next time. You really thought you were clever, but you weren't. So I'm